This is the 2026 Tesla Model Y Premium Long Range. 19-inch rims, light bar at the back. Folded mirrors when it's locked. The lights are still on, so light bar in front. They're still on because I just locked the car. So if I walk up to it like this, this is how you unlock the door. So it just opens with the phone key, and the car's already started. You just put your foot on the brake like so, and you see the steering wheel adjusts the driver setting. That doesn't happen by default, you have to set it, but it can adjust to make it more comfortable to get inside. And the gear shift is on the screen. There is no stick shift, and there is no paddle to change gears. So if you want to put in drive, you do like so, and then we're in drive mode. To reverse, we do like so, and to park like that. And then we're parked, and the steering wheel goes back into that position. Release the brake. You see, it's a very minimalist design on the inside. No cluster in the middle, which you kind of don't need. You might think you miss it from a traditional car, but you actually don't, because everything you need is in the screen. There are no buttons, no physical things to touch or turn. So what you might be missing is the AC controls, but you can control it by swiping up, and actually you don't need to swipe up. You can adjust the temperature like this, like so. Some of the physical features. To open the door, there's no thing to pull. It's like an electronic thing, so you just unlock like so and push, and the window kind of moves when you do that. And there is a manual way to do it, but it's only for emergencies because it can damage the window. All of the controls here for the windows are power, so press once, stop, and press once, and it'll go up for all of the windows. Storage space, you have this normal thing here, which has a light on the inside, decent amount of space. Cup holders are like so, and retracts like that. This is just a gigantic storage space, which you can buy something to put in here, but if you need something big to fit like a water bottle or something, it's a lot of space. And do like this to close it. And two wireless charging what do you call this, spots. And there is I don't know what you call this, a panoramic roof, so it's all glass. You can see the sky. It's a rainy day today. I think that has cup holders in it. Never opened it actually. Let's see what this is. This looks like it does have cup holders in it. And there's a screen in the back. Oh, I guess, oh, it's on. So you can adjust, I guess, your AC. Oh, did it turn off? Oh, it's on now. And you can play games, whatever. And there's, what's this? A light, a hanger. And you have a nice view from the back. Like the doors, the trunk opens with proximity, so as long as your phone is nearby, press the button. I'm just using this, it's drying. A lot of storage space in the back, and you can push push those seats down with the buttons. Here. So you can push them down like that. And if you just press the buttons again, they'll come back up. See? And it's power close and power open, so you just press the button. This, if you press this, you can plug in your charger. And I think you can do this. Oh shit. Anyway, it'll probably close by itself. Let's see what I can say. Still open. Okay, so now we're gonna close it like this. So it's closed now. It's closed. Some interior lighting there. Steering wheel is also minimalist, but it has what you need. This headlights, wipers. This adjusts volume when you have music playing, and you can set it to do something if you press. Normal horn. This is for the full self-driving cameras, and you can use voice commands with this or call Grok. First shade has this thing, and you know, mirror with a sort of, it has a light, so it's lit and it's magnetic. Snaps back both sides. Behind the steering wheel there's just one stop, which is just the indicator. So if you turn it like so, you see the camera turns on, and if you flick it the other way, the other camera turns on, and it automatically turns off once you change lanes. Okay, so let's go over some of the main features that you get on the screen, since the screen does basically everything. You can open the front trunk, which is called the frunk. You can turn it like this. Wait, how does it? You can open the trunk from this. What's this thing? I don't know what this shit is. The frunk doesn't automatically close, so you'll have to manually close it back. But yeah, let's see some of the features. You go into the car menu like this. There is a glove box, but it has to be opened from the menu. There is no physical control here, so you press this, it opens, and you just close it back. Sentry mode. It drains a lot of battery when it's, well, it drains some battery when it's on. The cameras remain on. Well, it turns on when there's activity near the car, so it records. If someone walks by, hopefully they don't hit your car, but if it does, it'll be recorded. So one of the main things about the car is that you can drive with a single pedal. There are the standard 2 pedals. You do have to brake to put it into gear, but if you have the setting on default, you can drive, and as you release your foot off the accelerator, it brakes, and it takes a while to get used to, but you can do what you call single pedal driving. Something maybe a lot of people aren't aware of is that they recommend you keep your charge at 80% for this car. That means most of the time you won't be at full range, but it's usually enough, especially if it's a short drive. It doesn't take that much, and I don't have range anxiety. You know, there's a lot of Tesla chargers around, and charging at home is really a big plus. Teslas have full self-driving, but it's not free. You have to pay for it. You have to pay extra, and it's kind of expensive. It's something like 11,000 Canadian or something, or $100 a month. And it's good, it's really good, but not necessary. So I have a trial right now, so I guess I could show what it's like. So if you swipe like this on the side, you get the map. Teslas don't allow you to connect your phone in the way that other cars do with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, whatever you call it. But the map is really good. It's very responsive using this, and you can see charging locations. And what's this? You can see whatever. You can see stuff, right? It's good. The map is good. So more features about the ventilation system is, you see this, you can move the vents because you can't physically move them, but it works like this, pretty good. And you can turn it off by, I think, hold, and then turn it on again. And heated seats or cool seats or ventilated seats. What's this? Oscillate, normal heated windscreen, heated steering wheel. Wait, what's this one? Maybe this is heated, whatever. And there's this thing called bioweapon defense mode, I think it's called, where all it does is that it maximizes the air intake and runs the air through HEPA filters, so it's kind of purifies the air and creates a positive pressure inside the cabin, but you need to have the fans running all the time. It's very situational. Most of the time you won't use that, and sometimes when you use it, it doesn't do what it intends, because if outside air is contaminated, it does run through the filter, but it's not necessarily the best thing for every situation. So let's test out the self-driving. I'll take it to Tesla. Let's see what's the closest one. So I'll go to this one. And I need to put my seatbelt on, so I have to put the seatbelt, so even though it drives for itself, but I'll just show you what it's like. So to start the self-driving, you have to brake. I'll see steering wheel moves into place, and then start self-driving, release brake, and now I was driving on its own, and it's really good. You might think it's unsettling, and it kind of is at first, but it's really so good. And so it'll turn left here when it's safe. There's a car there. So I stay on the wheel. And it's doing all this on its own. Let's go left. And let's go right. So it stops, it sees a truck coming, so it's not gonna turn yet. It's gonna turn after. So you can see your speed shows up on the screen, and it's like top left. So it's easy to see, and with the wipers just turned on for themselves. You see the speed limit, you see the map, and for an electric vehicle, that's basically all you need to see. If you want to see like your tire pressure, you can, so like drive info is here, tire pressure is here, just swipe. So everything on the, oh, it says pay attention. So you see here it says full self-driving might be degraded because of the weather. It's rainy right now. An important thing to note is that even though it can drive on its own, you should be in full control of the car at all times. It's good and it's very impressive, but the full self-driving isn't perfect. full self-driving parking. And there are superchargers here because it's a Tesla dealership, I guess you call it. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here because there's an update. So the reason I came to the dealership is there are software updates, which usually it's meant to be when you're parked at home, it downloads through your Wi-Fi and then installs. But because I'm in an apartment building, I don't have access to Wi-Fi. So I came to the dealership and the car just connects to the Wi-Fi. And so it's downloading the update. And as you can see, I didn't remove the plastic from the screen yet. So it's probably not as clear, but I'll remove it eventually. I'm considering if I need to get a screen protector or not. Ideally not. So while I wait for the update, I've had the car for about over a month, and overall a good experience. So I'll go over some of the positives and negatives of the car. Positives, if you home charge, really good. Right now my charging is at a flat fee with the building that I'm at, so I can charge as much as I need. You charge, you go wherever you need to, you go to work. You probably don't need to charge every day because I make a lot of short trips. The recommendation is that you keep the charge between 50 to 80% most of the time. So even though the range says for the long range model over 500 kilometers, you never really have that because you don't keep it at 100%. If you're going on a long road trip, you do, but it depends on how fast you drive. It can be less. How much whatever features you're using the battery can lower the range that you have. The car is really nice on the inside and the outside. It runs really well. It's a nice experience to just sit down. It's fun to drive. It's nice to be in, nice to drive. I don't have the range anxiety because I know that I can charge at home, or there are chargers around. Tesla chargers are all over. And I usually don't keep the battery low enough that it's a problem or worry. I like that the mirrors fold, which a lot of vehicles actually don't have. That's one of the things that I wanted in a new vehicle. I like that you don't need a key, you don't need a fob, you don't actually get a fob with the car. You get a card which you can use to open the car and start it. But most of the time you just use your phone. So you have an app on your phone, it's connected to the car. You walk up to it, it senses the phone. Just open the door, it opens, and you don't need to start it. It's already started once you get inside. And a nice thing is once you step out of the car, you just close the door. Walk away, it locks. So a little bit of peace of mind knowing that you don't need to actually lock the car. It locks itself. So if you walk away, it's locked, and then it closes the mirrors. The major downside is that I've seen so far, it's only one. For long road trips, it's not as convenient as a regular gas car, because you have to go to a supercharger. They're not as abundant as gas stations, so you have to find one along your route. You have to pay to charge. Sometimes you have to wait if everyone is using the chargers. Sometimes if it's crowded, you have to pay a congestion fee if you leave the car for too long. So you might be able to charge up to 80%. Sometimes it allows you, if it's not busy, you can charge up to 100%. And I think I said before, you have to pay to charge. Cheaper than gas, but it's still, you have to wait. So it's kind of a trade-off. It's not that fast. Like it charges in a few minutes depending on how much you need. But if you're doing like most of your charge, it takes like half an hour more. Some of the chargers, they split between cars, so it charges slower if you have a lot of cars. So it can take maybe 40 or 50 minutes sometimes. If you need a full charge, maybe you might not. But yeah, that's one downside. It's charging can be slow. I think that was the major thing. Obviously, I didn't notice any battery degradation. It happens all over a long time, and I've heard that it decreases over time. So it's a concern. First few years, it's a little bit more, but then it kind of flattens out. And you might not need to change your battery, but it's covered with warranty. If it degrades too fast, depends on how much you use it. But so far it's nice. Like, you don't have to go to a gas station if you want to charge. It's great if you charge at home. Just go where you need to go to work, you go short trips, and you go back home and you charge it at home. And usually, I think in most places, electricity is relatively cheap. When gas prices go up, you're not worried about that. So that's kind of nice. I know I'm all over the place because I don't have a script for the video, but a downside to the full self-driving is that it doesn't seem to see potholes in the road. And these days the Toronto roads are not that good, so it goes down in those holes. It's surprising because it does avoid obstacles. It can see emergency vehicles and get out of the way. It knows when to turn into lanes when it's safe to do that, but it goes down in potholes, and I don't like that. So I think full self-driving it's very situational. I don't need it a lot. Most of the time I don't. It's kind of nice to just drive on your own. It's a nice driving experience, drive the car. But once the full self-driving expires, you do still have a sort of cruise control in a way. I haven't actually tested that, but yeah. An annoying thing of the full self-driving too is that it changes lanes a lot. It always tries to get the most efficient lane, and sometimes that can be a little bit annoying because you should be paying attention, and you're always concerned if the car's doing the right thing. And never sleep when you're using self-driving. It's not that reliable. You should be paying attention. See, we're parked here, and if we want to turn on the wipers, we can just do a single press like this. Single press. And if we hold it down, it'll spray windshield wiper, see? Another downside is this is the premium model. There is one model below and one model above. The model above is called Performance, and it's really just faster acceleration, but has less range. So I preferred having as much range as I could. So this was the ideal model, but that's not the downside. It's still really good. The performance is really good in the premium version. The problem is that it is still kind of expensive. So it's an SUV. It looks like a car. It looks like a total car. So it looks kind of like a crossover, but it's not the cheapest vehicle. It's not the most expensive, but it's also not the cheapest. But I have found that it's a little bit more expensive than the other vehicles in its class, but it's a step above them. It has these nice features that those vehicles don't have. The one I had compared it to was the Hyundai. Clearly it's a step above that. Some of the features need to have premium connectivity, and premium connectivity is a subscription, which I hate subscriptions if we don't need to have them. So for example, if you want to use Grok, which you can activate from the steering wheel or from the screen, you need internet access and you have to pay for that. So it's like internet in the car. But the downside to that is that you need premium connectivity for some features, but it does not allow you to download the car updates from premium connectivity. So I think it's not worth it for me. If you want to stream something from your phone, you can do that. You can sort of kind of cast it to the screen. So usually if you want to play music, I might just play it from my phone, and then it just through Bluetooth plays on the screen. I think if you want to play it natively through the car, you can log in, but you need premium connectivity. And I guess you can use your phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot. It's not great to have that on all the time, but most of the time I don't need the premium connectivity features. I can, usually it's just music sometimes, but otherwise there's a radio app just if you want to listen to regular radio stations. One last thing for this video is that not all chargers fit the Tesla. It does come with this adapter that you have to plug in, and then it fits to other chargers that other EVs use. But at least that's an option. Most of the time, if you're out, you'll probably use a supercharger, but at home, I guess if you use a Tesla home charger, it'll fit. But there are other chargers that don't natively fit, but there is an adapter that you can use, and it's in the trunk. Because at first I thought that I needed to buy an adapter, but it was already provided. That's all I have for this video. It's really just a quick summary of my experience with the Tesla Model Y 2026 Premium after about a month, maybe a month and a half of use. Overall positive, like it. I'll probably make another video if I can think of something to make it about. Maybe some of the lesser known features, but there are so many videos on Teslas anyway, but it's good. Peace for now. Something I just noticed when downloading the update, for future improvements, it says that it's going to add pothole avoidance, which is one of my complaints. So that's good, but not there yet. Soon maybe.